Good morning and welcome back to my channel. I am so glad you're here. Today is Sunday, May 16th, and I am about to head out to Indiana Dunes National Park to check out the lupine blooms and see if they're currently at peak. Alrighty everybody, I will see you there. So I know that the lupine are not quite at full bloom yet, so my goal for today is to scout out some locations, use my iPhone to see what I might be able to capture for the next visit. I'm really hoping to get a trifecta of the blooms that are in season right now, which is the purple lupine, the yellow puccoon, and the red columbine. Alright you guys, so I am at the top of this little dune here. There are these lupine here, they're not quite at peak. You can see the tops of them are still closed up, waiting to bloom. And next to it I have some puccoon, some hairy puccoons, yellow beautiful flower here. And I am wanting to take a picture of both of these with the lake in the background, perhaps a little bit of the sun peeking through, but what I don't like about it are these two heavy trees that are kind of obstructing the view of the pond, and I call it a lake. It's a pond. So while this is lovely, I may just take a photo with my iPhone and post it to my Instagram stories, and then keep looking. Okay, so I'm kind of looking at this subtle little shot of these lupine, this columbine, and this little pond here. Now, I am going to be shooting in a vertical crop. It's not really conducive with my iPhone, but I'm going to turn the iPhone really quick. I'm sorry about that. And you can see I've got my cell phone. This is a straight on shot. And I have my iPhone set to wide angle, which I absolutely love because I really use my iPhone to predetermine my images. So at first I was trying to get this lupine in here, but it's just not going to work out because it's a little bit farther off. And what I'm also going to do is angle my camera like so that it's not just a straight on shot, but that it's a little bit angled downward. Emphasize the size of these lupines. Like, this is nice too. I would want to frame it to get this one here in its entirety. You don't kind of want to, I guess you could crop it out, that looks nice too. Like that. So this would be kind of a straight on shot. You can angle it downwards. Just kind of depends on what you want your focus to be. You know, I kind of like this. This is also pretty. Let's see here. See, like, I feel like you kind of lose the lupine as like a little bit of a skyscraper, and I like how big these leaves of the lupine are. And then I kind of want to get this columbine in because of the color pop, but I don't know, like, this is just not, it's not doing it for me. That's funny. It's just not doing it for me. In the previous clip, I was using my hand to cover up the solar flare, and it's great if you don't have a hood or don't want to drag one with you. So you can see my hand, I'm just kind of adjusting it until it's out of the frame, and I'm using it to block off the sun so you're not getting that glare. Oh my gosh, there are so many beavers here. I wish I had a telephoto lens so I could zoom in, but this is as far as my cell phone could take me here. Okay, so this little cluster right here is exactly what I'm looking for. Something with the puccoon and the lupine clustered in an area. But unfortunately, there's nothing really interesting happening in the background. Like, not a nice hill, not really a nice tree that stands out, so unfortunately this isn't gonna do. So I am literally laying on the ground to get these shots. Okay, so I've taken a shot right here in a vertical crop with my DSLR. Now, my iPhone is wonderful because it really does a good job of getting everything in focus from the foreground to the background. But what I like about the vertical crop is that you can kind of get more of that in between layers. So here in the horizontal, you're not really getting a mid-ground layer. Although I suppose, you know, right here it could be, this is a foreground, mid-ground, background being the trees and the sun. But when you do a vertical crop, you can kind of get a little bit more delineation between the foreground and the midground and the background there. So this is how the shot ended up turning out, which is really poorly after all. So discarding this image, let me show you an image that I didn't record, but that turned out pretty nice. Okie doke, that is a wrap. I am super excited to have been here at Indiana Dunes National Lakeshore today. When I got here, the parking lot was completely empty at about 6:30, and now it is completely full. Spring in the dunes is quite the most beautiful sight in the area to see, with the lupines popping up, and it's definitely something you don't want to miss. And if you get a chance, come out and appreciate them, enjoy them, leave the park cleaner than you left it, be careful with your footsteps, don't damage the dunes, don't run up and down, around and about outside of the trails, and have a wonderful time. And I will see you in the next video. Thanks for joining me.